Ever wondered how fat cells contribute to insulin resistance? Welcome back to the Victory Education Lounge. I'm your host, Maurice, and today we're diving into part 27 of our series, The Role of Fat Cells in Insulin Resistance. Before we begin, please like this video, subscribe to our channel, and share your thoughts or experiences in the comments below. Your engagement helps us reach more people with this crucial information. Fat cells, or adipocytes, play a complex and often misunderstood role in our body's metabolism and insulin sensitivity. In this video, we'll explore how fat cells contribute to insulin resistance, discuss strategies for managing this relationship, and provide real-world examples to illustrate key points. They're not just passive storage units for excess energy. In fact, they're quite the opposite. They're active endocrine organs. This means they secrete hormones and other substances that can significantly impact our insulin sensitivity. Understanding this concept is crucial as it forms the basis of our discussion on insulin resistance, a condition where the body's cells fail to respond normally to the hormone insulin. But don't be daunted. We're here to navigate this complex landscape together. Stay tuned as we delve deeper into the strategies for managing this relationship. And remember, knowledge is the first step towards victory in the battle against insulin resistance. Let's kick things off with our first strategy, regular physical activity. This isn't just about losing weight, it's about reshaping the role of fat cells in our bodies. Regular physical activity, whether it's a brisk walk, a swim, or a dance class, can help reduce the size of fat cells. This in turn can improve insulin sensitivity, making it easier for your body to use the insulin it produces. Now, the downside is that this requires consistent effort and a time commitment. It's not a once-and-done deal. It's about making a sustained change to your lifestyle. Let's take Sarah, for instance. At the age of 42, she decided to make a change. By incorporating just 30 minutes of moderate exercise into her daily routine, she was able to improve her insulin sensitivity significantly. So, you see, small changes can make a big difference. Next up, we have a strategy that involves tweaking your diet. Moving on to our second strategy, adopting a balanced whole food diet. This approach is all about consuming foods as close to their natural state as possible. Think fresh fruits and vegetables, lean proteins, whole grains, and healthy fats. The benefits? A balanced whole food diet supports healthy fat cell function, reduces inflammation, and provides your body with the nutrients it needs to function optimally. The downside? It may require significant changes to your eating habits. But the effort can be well worth it. Take Mark, for example. He's 55 and was able to reduce his insulin resistance by adopting a Mediterranean-style diet rich in vegetables, lean proteins, and healthy fats. By focusing on whole foods, Mark has been able to support his fat cells in a way that promotes better insulin sensitivity. Now let's venture into a strategy that involves timing your meals. Our third strategy is intermittent fasting. This approach involves alternating periods of eating and fasting, which can encourage our bodies to use stored fat for energy, promoting fat cell shrinkage and potentially improving insulin sensitivity. But it's not all smooth sailing. Intermittent fasting can be a challenging lifestyle change to adapt to, and it's not suitable for everyone, particularly those with certain health conditions or dietary needs. So it's always a good idea to consult with a healthcare professional before making significant changes to your eating habits. For instance, let's consider Lisa. She's 38 and was struggling with insulin sensitivity. After adopting a 16-hour fasting and 8-hour eating schedule, she noticed improvements in her insulin levels. This example shows the potential benefits of intermittent fasting, but remember, individual results can vary. Coming up next, a strategy that goes beyond diet and exercise. It's time to talk about stress management. When we're stressed, our bodies produce a hormone called cortisol. Elevated cortisol levels can lead to an increase in fat storage and potentially affect insulin sensitivity. So, keeping stress levels in check is a vital part of managing insulin resistance. The pro here is that effective stress management can help regulate cortisol, potentially reducing fat distribution and improving insulin sensitivity. The con, however, is that stress management requires ongoing effort and might not show immediate results. It's a long-term commitment to your health and well-being. Let's consider a real-world example. Meet Tom. He's 50 years old and found his metabolic health improved when he introduced daily meditation and yoga into his routine. These practices helped him manage his stress levels, and over time, he noticed a positive impact on his insulin sensitivity. Get ready to explore the importance of sleep next. Our fifth strategy is all about sleep. Sleep isn't merely a time for rest and recovery, it's a vital period when our body regulates crucial hormones. including those that influence fat cell function and insulin sensitivity. Getting adequate sleep, that's around 7 to 8 hours for most adults, can enhance insulin sensitivity and support overall metabolic health. However, with our busy, often stress-filled lives, prioritizing sleep can be a challenge. It requires a commitment to good sleep hygiene, which might include creating a serene sleep environment, maintaining a consistent sleep schedule, and avoiding caffeine and electronic devices before bedtime. Let's take the example of Emily, who's 45. Emily made sleep a priority, ensuring she consistently received 7 to 8 hours nightly. Over time, she noticed an improvement in her insulin sensitivity, showing that sleep is indeed a vital part of a healthy metabolic strategy. Up next, we're taking a chilly turn. Let's discuss the benefits and challenges of cold exposure. As an unusual but beneficial strategy, cold exposure has been gaining attention in the health community. The idea here is that cold temperatures may activate what's known as brown fat, a type of fat that burns calories and improves insulin sensitivity. On the upside, this strategy can be as simple as taking a cold shower or going for a winter walk. However, the flip side is that it can be uncomfortable and requires caution to avoid hypothermia or other cold-related injuries. Now, let's consider a real-world example. David, a 60-year-old gentleman, incorporated cold showers into his daily routine. After a few weeks, he noticed improvements in his blood sugar levels and overall insulin sensitivity. As always, remember to consult a healthcare professional before trying new health strategies. Next, we're going to pump some iron. Our 7th strategy involves resistance training. This is an excellent approach to consider when aiming to improve insulin sensitivity. Resistance training, also known as strength training, can be a game changer for your metabolic health. It builds muscle mass, which in turn boosts your metabolism and can enhance insulin sensitivity. But remember, every coin has two sides. While the benefits are undeniable, resistance training may require access to a gym or an investment in equipment. It also demands consistency and proper form to avoid injury. To illustrate, let's take a look at Maria, aged 35. Maria decided to incorporate strength training into her routine twice a week. Over time, she noticed a significant improvement in her insulin sensitivity, not to mention her overall strength and muscle tone. We're nearing the end, but we've got a few more strategies to discuss. So, stay tuned as we continue to unravel the intricate relationship between fat cells and insulin resistance. Our 8th strategy involves limiting processed foods. Processed foods often contain inflammatory compounds that can disrupt the function of our fat cells. By reducing our intake of these foods, we can help maintain the health of our fat cells and in turn, our insulin sensitivity. The benefit of this strategy is clear. It reduces the intake of potentially harmful substances. However, the downside is that it requires more meal planning and preparation. In a fast-paced world, this can seem daunting. But remember, small steps can lead to big changes. Consider the case of John, a 48-year-old who decided to cut out processed snacks and sugary drinks from his diet. Over time, John noticed improvements in his metabolic health. By making conscious decisions about what he ate, John was able to enhance his insulin sensitivity. Now, let's talk about a dietary component you may not have considered. Our 9th strategy involves increasing fiber intake. Fiber, often hailed as the unsung hero of a healthy diet, plays a significant role in supporting gut health, which in turn influences fat cell function and insulin sensitivity. It aids digestion, helps control hunger, and can even lower cholesterol levels. Now let's weigh the pros and cons. The upside is that it's relatively easy to boost fiber intake just by adding more fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and legumes to your meals. The downside, however, is that a sudden increase in fiber can cause digestive discomfort like bloating and gas. It's a good idea to up your fiber intake gradually and drink plenty of water. Let's consider Karen's example. Karen, who's 52, managed to improve her insulin sensitivity by slowly increasing her daily fiber intake to 30 grams. She started with small changes like swapping white bread for whole grain and snacking on fruits and vegetables. For our final strategy, we're going to discuss the importance of regular checkups. Our final strategy is all about regular health checkups. This proactive approach allows for early detection and intervention of metabolic health issues, including insulin resistance. The advantage of this strategy is that it gives you a clearer insight into your health status, allowing for timely and appropriate interventions. It's like having a personal health detective on your side, constantly monitoring any changes in your body's insulin sensitivity. However, one potential drawback is that you may need to overcome the inconvenience of scheduling and attending frequent appointments. And let's not forget that not all health checkups are covered by insurance, which could lead to out-of-pocket expenses. As an example, consider the story of Alex, who is 51 years old. By incorporating regular health checkups into his routine, he was able to spot early signs of insulin resistance. With the help of his healthcare provider, they designed a personalized plan that significantly improved his insulin sensitivity. That's all for today. Remember, managing insulin resistance involves a holistic approach. As we wrap up, I want to remind you that the information provided here is for educational and entertainment purposes only. Any health-related decisions should be discussed with a licensed physician. Your health is unique, and what works for one person may not work for another. Thank you for joining us in the Victory Education Lounge. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, share it with friends and family who might benefit, and don't forget to subscribe for more informative content. Until next time, this is Maurice, wishing you health and vitality in your journey to understand and optimize your body's incredible systems. Keep watching for more videos in this series.